Oh, my mic was on mute the whole time. Holy shit.
Wow.
I remembered to turn off the damn loading image, but I forgot to unmute the mic.
Yeah, we've been talking for like 5 minutes.
Holy crap. Okay, long story short, I dropped my webcam while we were moving our desks. If I sound funny, let me know. We also talked a bit about Ty's back and how it's being really problematic lately.
No, not lately. Like for years now, and it's come to the point where like I can't work now, so we're gonna have some fun with that.
Complete dingus. I was so pumped. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start the stream and not screw up. Anyway, I was saying hi to everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. Speaking of Omar, I wanted to show off a thing.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't start praising Omar before.
I know, right?
You turned on the mic.
I know. Okay, so Omar did something really cool. He's made Rising Sand's first original character, like fan creation. That's the coolest thing. We both geeked out so hard.
That is to say, he's the first one to share it publicly.
Yeah. If anybody else has done it, nobody's shown it publicly. But like, this is our first fan art that is an original character, and it's the coolest thing. Omar, shut up! It made us both so happy.
Yeah, I was pretty. I'm still pretty. I'm always pretty.
He's very pretty.
I'm a pretty man.
Anyway, I did a thing, and I drew the character.
Yeah, not to be shown up. I got right to work.
But like, it totally made my night. And last night I was feeling pretty crappy and under the weather, and this was fun. This was fun to do. So Omar, you're super rad, and thank you for making our day. So yeah, this self boy needs a name.
Jeff.
His name is Jeff.
Him name is Jeff.
I would rather not name him Jeff.
Him name me Jeff.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And you're crazy rad. And I will send that to you because I still owe people sketches from the last time. Because I'm good at that. Anyway, I have no idea who was the first to show up.
Rage was the first one to speak.
Rage was the first one to speak, so Rage gets the first request. Tell me what to draw, Rage. Oh, okay. Rob, I think you were the next to show. I don't really have a theme for today, so you guys tell me what to do.
I've done it.
What'd you do?
I've reasoned it out.
The 10 million thing?
Well, I got a 5 million. So I don't know if you guys have been following my, I guess we can't call them adventures, on Twitter. I've been playing Puzzle Bobble 2. Oh, that's a great idea.
Right?
Yeah, do that. You know who we should totally rip off is the bunny guy from Ocarina of Time. That male guy who just runs.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if, even in like the Skyrim sense, like that would be like a medieval career, just a guy like running around the land. But yeah, no, I've been playing Puzzle Bobble 2 on Switch, and you could now say that I'm the world's best who isn't not cheating, but not using exploits. So the leaderboard, there's a pretty natural progression where you can understand, like, oh yeah, of course that guy's just a little ahead of that guy. You can tell that everybody's playing just normally. And then I'm number 4, who is like the top of that pile. And then the top 3 are so so exponentially far beyond me that I can't go anywhere now except to like learn the insane ins and outs and how to break the game, which I've now figured out how that's done. But now comes the part where I need to become pixel perfectly skilled at the game in order to be any better at the game. So now I'm just restarting the first level over and over again to figure that out. Anyways, what I was going to say to you is that, so the way it works is that you have to have not 17 bubbles, you have to have at least 17. And your score will start to multiply from there. So if I pop 17, I'm still only going to get the 1 million. And I think that's where some of my confusion was coming from. Then 18, 19, by 20 you have 5 million. And then I think after 20 it goes to 10. And so you can get 10 million points per shot if you have at least 20 bubbles hanging by one. That it seems to not be able to be connected right to the top. It seems to have to be like an anchor of your own creation. Like it doesn't look like it can actually be one of the anchors in the level. It's very strange. Anyways, point being, I'm figuring it out. This is where I actually put the time in to break a video game thoroughly.
Getting the twist in his body wrong. I have a plan.
You could say he's a speed runner. Frame perfect package delivery. We've been watching so much GDQ, Jesus Christ. Subpixel perfect.
What am I doing wrong here?
You're sucking. Try being good. Maybe if you were a good drawer. Maybe if you were a good, maybe if you're a good artist, you could, you know. I'm neat.
Okay, alright. You guys couldn't see me, but I actually had to pose for a second to figure out what I was doing wrong.
Yeah, she was actually doing it.
Monty, we haven't actually seen him in a couple of days. But
Yep, we're taking that on faith that it's him.
But yeah, his food bowl's been emptied for the past 2 nights. There's no sign that it's a bigger animal, and people keep their dogs on leashes, so... And we definitely don't think it's our squirrels clearing out the bowl. Because by the time that we put out his food, the squirrels are already pretty much in bed.
It better not be squirrels.
I really don't think it is.
I'm gonna be so cross with squirrels. Oh, did you figure it out?
Kinda.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Usually I do okay with running poses. I don't know why I'm suddenly blanking.
What's his hat? What's going on with his hat?
I don't know yet.
I feel like he needs like a special hat.
Needs like a. I have a story plan here, and I need.
Like a special hat. I like your story. Good story. Is he being pursued?
Yes. Rob says a Yatak hat.
Yeah. See, I was thinking something like that. That's definitely enough. That's gotta be enough. That's gotta be enough. That was enough.
For 10 million?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if I can do that reliably, that was level 1A, or that was level A1. As long as I can do that reliably, I can be 10 million points up at the end of the first level.
Jesus.
And if I can find other opportunities to do that, then we're. Oh, is he going no hat?
No,
You can have a hover hat?
I wanted it coming off of him.
Oh, right, physics.
But I want it to be like a crazy long build hat.
Oh, that'd be fun. Just half a giant bamboo extending forward.
There we go. Make him look like
That looks male-y. That looks like that was designed to humiliate somebody who has to be seen in public. The only thing I can think of that would be funnier is if mailmen had to wear like morph suits,
What?
like Green Man suits.
Like who? What?
Like Charlie, the Green Man.
Oh. That's pretty good.
But then also a silly hat. So there's just these faceless putties with big hats. Wow, you drew the curve of that so fast. I had no idea what that was until you started putting in the teeth. Oh, that's some good shit. Oh, this is great. Oh, geez, Christ. Unfortunately, many of them do die trying. Actually, not to trump this fiction immediately, but like, wouldn't it be funny if mailmen were like hardcore, like legendary adventurers,
Yeah.
and they were just mailmen? But like, it's so harsh and dangerous that like they're all grizzled like dudes with like scars over their eyes and like
What were they called in the Wild West?
kill notches in their.
What
I mean more in a fantasy sense, but they all have like 7-foot long swords and like
yeah,
goblin heads around their fucking belts, but they're just mailmen.
This one is terrible at his job, okay?
Yeah, speaking of canyons, like shit like that, I do want to get some more like American West in there because there are some really neat kind of geographical features. That like Rising Sand isn't just going to be all flat desert. Like even though that's to me the most bleak, I would like to get some various other desert adjacent kind of looks into it. That's the basis on the most recent thing I did. But yeah, like an urgent Grand Canyon would be a fun kind of thing. Or I guess if we're gonna fully rip off Avatar, an urgent Great Divide. Oh my god. It's too bad. Alright.
Should have worked out his body a little bit more before I went for it.
No, you could. You don't need to get rid of all of that. I think you can fix it with one well-placed leg.
It's a little late now. Oops. Well, no, because his back goes up, and then...
No, I think you can fix it. I think you can fix it. Can I see for a moment? Because you had, I'm trying to remember where you had his arms like kind of like that or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you just have like one leg completely extended down, like that kind of works, right? I think you might have to like cut him out and like shrink him a little bit to make it look more behind. Sorry, imagine that one doesn't exist because that was supposed to be his right. His back leg. I don't know if that helps at all. But I still believe that with the main curve of the body that he did.
I think his tail is not working. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to tell even you. I have up through the shit. I guess we can't talk about it because the baby virgin ears of the audience are listening. I got the dialogue written up through Blank's departure from Blank after meeting Blank.
Oh, really?
I don't even really know what I said there. How do you? like up through where they leave for
Yeah.
adventure.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just. Cool. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna have to take another look at it, but like, it's at least out now, and I need to fill in a couple of blanks. Not the blanks that I mentioned, though. I know what those are, but they don't. Oh, Rage is talking. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Or an old character, because one of the blanks was actually Doll.
This character isn't working.
And I don't think it's too much to say that she does additional things as the story progresses. I just don't want to get too specific about what those things are. So that's going to be good. Act 2 so far is actually shorter than Act 1. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But it also probably means a second book, God forbid a second book ever happen, would be 2 and 3 probably. I'm not sure quite how long 3 will be. Good God, we are through 4 acts before shit really starts going. Like we are in the void between acts 4 and 5 before people are like, oh shit, I'm extremely invested in this. Unless people are already. And I would imagine people watching us on a frigging Monday afternoon. We're not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the public at large. Before they're like, oh shit, I understand this story and am actually really on the edge of my seat for what could possibly happen next. Good God. And I lied to publishers that I wanted to make this 8 too. The truth is, I don't know. The truth is, like, it could be 10. It could be 13. Ideally, I'd love it to just, be 5 and then be done with it. That's definitely not going to happen. 8 is a good... I think...
Weapons have neck frills that go under, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
like, basically to the midpoint of their chest.
That's what I thought. All right, thank you.
The bottom frill is not full length, while the top one is.
Yeah.
And then the bottom one starts right at their chin, where the top one only starts at the top of their head, so it's kind of like staggered a little bit.
Right.
What was I saying? I was rambling about something. What was I rambling about? Oh, acts. I think as the specific written story, dialogue and all comes into focus, Rising Sun is probably a shorter book than I think it is. It feels like a sprawling Lord of the Ringsian epic in my head. Not that I want it to be, it just feels that way. Based on all the things I want to happen in it. But at the end of the day, it really is just kind of a feature film. Like one feature film. Trying to compress a lot of Avatar feels into a single story. And that's dangerous, because look how Korra Season 1 turned out.
Oof.
That was a fucking train wreck. I think I could do better than that. I can't speak to the entire show, but I think I could do better than Season 1. I don't know. I think things are going to move a lot quicker than I think they will. It's like I was amazed that a lot of the scenes that I had planned out in my head ended up being like 3 pages.
Yeah.
Which is good. Which is, for a comic book, that's good. It's just you think these scenes are gonna be like, oh my god, they have to talk for like 12 pages. It's like, no, they don't. They have to talk for 2. Like, you can be done in 2 pages. Perhaps it was the webcomic part of me, where everything moves in super slow motion.
Rage says, one feature film with plenty of room for a Battle Carlin spinoff.
Yeah, no, see, like, the Star Trek fan in me, like Battle Carlin would have his own novel series. I do have a backup story that is not quite Rising Sand in scope and takes place before. But I realized based on what goes on in it, like Battle Carlin would almost certainly be a character. What the fuck do you want?
He's talking to Leo.
Leo is now. I am besieged by Cat.
It's a little stiffer than I'd like, and given more time, and I think I can probably make it better. But this is good so far. I like this. Rob, this is a good idea.
You know, Jeff would actually be a valid self name.
Would it be J-E-F?
They would have 2 Fs.
Everybody has 3.
Except Ro.
Except
There's
for
2.
Ro. Yeah.
And there have been names that I've written down that were 4. Really, the only stiff rule is just 1 syllable. How you get that 1 syllable is none of my business.
Rage, oh wait, tiny cat trebuchets and battering rams. Leo is the battering ram.
He likes to step on my balls.
Rage, do you have an idea? Or okay, Omar, it's your turn.
Leo loves to step on my balls.
Okay, I'm bearing with you. Japeel.com? Okay, hold on.
The what?
Okay, hold on a sec. Did I spell that right? Okay.
Oh, it's the Pokemon Fusion Generator.
Okay.
That's fun.
Click either the Pokemon Fusion Generator or the Dragon Ball Fusion Generator. Let's go.
Shit, there's a Dragon Ball one?
There's Dragon Ball, Pokemon, One Piece, and Digimon's coming soon. Okay, let's go. Let's go Pokemon. Okay, I'm clicking that.
That was a good call because most Dragon Ball fusions are already canon. So it's like you'd just be drawing fat.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so hold on. We're going, looks like Goldeen and Latios, is that how you say it?
I don't know.
The big blue one with the wings.
I'm not. Oh yeah, the blue one with the wings.
Okay, if you can't see it, never mind.
That definitely describes one Pokemon. I can kind of see it, but so many Pokemon look like that, where it's like kind of a dragon with protrusions that might be wings, and they're white with some colors. Like the Pokemon design language is very distinct, but especially where like legendaries and shit are concerned, and especially in newer generations, it's so samey, where they're all just kind of like white shapes stuck together in pleasing ways with like various ring or circular markings.
Okay. So that's our fusion.
Kind of looks like a shitty puppet.
I like its long neck. I think that's a horn. Christ. Alright, hold on. Yeah, it's a horn, because Goldeen. Okay.
Does Goldeen have a horn?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah. I thought Sea King had a horn, but Goldeen did not. I just don't know what's what. I just don't know my pokes. Like whence I did.
This is fun. Alright. Oh, so I've had a really bad habit for the past couple of days of not saving my stuff for like hours at a time.
Have you lost some shit in the last couple days?
No, I've caught myself before I've done it, but like I'm being really bad about it lately for some reason. What's today? 20.
You are getting very old. Notice how you just forgot the day. That bird was sick.
Your face is sick.
Like a bird. Oh, for crying out loud. Crying out loud.
Okay, I guess I'll just stick with blue. Is it CS6 that has like an autosave thing?
Yeah, CS
Yeah.
well, yeah, CS6 and every I thought CS5 had autosave too. CS6 is where they introduced background save. So you can continue working while it's saving because Photoshop documents take forever to save. But yeah, I thought CS5 had recovery save as well. I can't remember because I used CS6 forever before finally caving and getting a CC. Which has almost nothing extra useful for somebody making comics. But there are a couple features I have found myself using, so it's not a total loss. As with pretty much everything, CSP's recovery save is arguably better because it's more flexible in its options.
Yeah, I've had to recover a couple of things in Clip Studio Paint, and it's pretty great. It's nice that the recovery's as good as it is. I'm not sure it has like an autosave function.
It does, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about the recovery, which isn't.
That's the same thing.
It's not really though, because it's.
But then I don't know what you mean
It
by
might.
autosave.
Something I do it like every 5 minutes or so. It doesn't save that often.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can tell it to do that.
Oh.
That would be enormously resource intensive. You probably don't want to actually tell it to do that. Especially since the bad part is with CSP, you do have to stop while it saves. I always find that an enormous pain in the ass. Goldeen is that Pokemon that doesn't do anything in this show, right?
She just kind of says Goldeen.
And she's Jessie's, I think, in the show.
Misty's.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Misty. I mean, I might be wrong. I thought it was Misty.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, right. Yeah, Jessie's Wobbuffet. Like, that's her useless Pokemon.
Is that the blue thing?
Yeah, that's the blue thing that always looks like it has a headache.
Okay.
I think that's a Gen 2. Because I think I only know what it is because I was kind of still watching the show at that point. Incidentally, I watched most of my Pokemon at that friend's place who was the person who was like, hey, you know there's a god, right?
No.
And I was like, fucking what? There's who? And he wants me to jerk off less? I did not comply.
Oh my God. I know this thing's wings are like stiff. I know they don't move. Latios? I think that's his name. I might be pronouncing that wrong.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Okay, so this fusion has no back legs, just like big fuzzy fins. Okay.
That poor guy. They've really upgraded that generator since last I saw it.
I've never really played with it before.
I did way back in the day when it was just like the original Game Boy sprites.
I remember seeing fusions on DA because somebody had a big old fit one day and reported every fusion they could find.
What is copyright infringement?
Yeah. Which technically it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
But you can't file a DMCA if you're not the copyright owner, so I had to ruin that guy's day.
Oh no.
He was very mad at me when I told him if he wanted to do something about it, he'd have to contact Nintendo.
Technically, you'd have to contact the Pokemon Company. Just, actually.
The sprites he was reporting were the ones that were pulled from one of the Nintendo releases, so technically they would own the copyright of those individual sprites.
Yeah, but the characters. The intellectual property is the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, that's trademark. That would fall under a different thing. I'm talking about copyright.
Characters are intellectual property, and ownership of them would fall to the creators of them. Like Nintendo only owns like, I think it's like 1/3 of Pokemon. Which is why shit like Pokemon Go is allowed to exist. And why every Pokemon thing that is not specifically a Nintendo thing is disgustingly monetized to hell. Because Nintendo doesn't have any say in that shit. Though to be fair, you would know more about this than I do. As it was your literal job. So I am probably just wrong.
I kind of like this horn that I did. I like drawing horns.
Prove it.
Look at all the tieflings, what I've done.
You were paid to draw those. That was done for profit. God, his face is amazing, though. Look at that face.
Oh, Rage is asking if we bike between places when the weather is warmer. We don't bike. I haven't been on a bike in years, like decades. Because I always lived in places that where you needed a car to function.
When I finally brought my bike to Toronto, it was stolen before I could ride it.
And yeah, bikes get stolen in Toronto. I would like to. There's really, really nice paths here that it'd be a lot of fun to bike around on. My last bike was stolen when I went to college, and I never got another one. They have like bike rental services here, which is really cool, but like not in Scarborough. You see that in downtown Toronto.
Yeah. That's a downtown jam.
And Toronto's not very safe for cyclists.
Especially out here, where there's no bike lanes.
There's no bike lanes out here, and downtown Toronto, the people who drive in Toronto are crazy. they're not very nice drivers. They've got zero patience for pedestrians, and yeah. I did peek on Google to see like the different like walking paths are in our area, and they go forever. Like they're all over the place. I think the one across the road from us, you could basically follow it to like the big park here in Scarborough, and there's fossils over there, so I kind of want to go that way.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah, they don't have much patience for other cars either. How dare you not turn left on a red? Don't do that. Don't sit there and wait your turn.
I don't have any car gripes. Like mom and people are always so mad at car. So.
No, I'm a really patient driver. I don't freak out. I had a bad wreck a few years ago, so I've learned to be like just chill. Just be chill and be calm, and there's really no reason for some road rage. Because in Texas, people will get out and shoot you. Here, it's a little frustrating being a pedestrian, but like, if I were driving anywhere in Toronto, I think I'd be fine. Drivers in Arizona are crazy because everybody is from everywhere else. So all kinds of different driving styles kind of mesh into one just giant insanity. It's driving on the 101 is nuts, and I don't encourage it. Go the long way around.
Never considered that. Like communities where it's mostly people who are not local.
Yeah, that's how Phoenix is. I know these wings aren't exact, but I'm not sure what these are. I don't know what these are.
You're drawing a homebrew algorithmic Pokemon mashup. I don't think accuracy matters.
Well, I try to stay close so that people can recognize the different.
That is valid. That is a good point.
I want to deviate so that it follows my tendency to lean more toward like realistic proportions and whatnot, but like or how certain body parts connect to others. But yeah, those wings are nuts. I don't know how to do that. They're feathery airplane wings.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon design language at work, where they're just random kind of phallic protrusions that will have like little bumps on them or something. I should try designing a Pokemon. Like just knowing those things about how they are drawn.
That's what I liked about driving in winter in New Hampshire, because everybody knows what it's like in the wintertime, and everybody's calm and patient, not freaking out at the ice and whatnot. It was nice for somebody who's from Texas and didn't quite know how to drive on ice like that. I learned.
Yeah, New Hampshire was nice.
I think Goldbean's got like a little bip on her horn.
Seriously, I thought God, this went from like. First of all, I thought her horn. Now that I remember the character design, I thought the horn was like barely a horn.
I'm pretty sure it's like super itty bitty.
Yeah, kind of like just like a little spiky bump.
Looks like it was extended in this art, but I like it. This turned out fun. You don't have your glasses on.
No. I can get him. I can get him. Oh God, my back. Ah. Yeah, that face is amazing. It looks like one of those like parents making their children's drawings better.
Ha!
Like the child draws something ridiculous, and the parent's like, "All right, I'll fix it."
There's one guy on Twitter who I follow and retweet every once in a while who does that.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. I think the guy who does them kind of like anime style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to own his book. That'd be a good coffee table book. This was fun. This was a good one. Thank you, Omar. There was a good request. I guess, Rage, it's back to you. If you know what you want.
Oh, did you give Matt the link? Oh, he's at work.
Yeah, Matt's at work.
He's at work. Unless he's still hopelessly snowed in.
Ooh, that's cool, Rage.
What is?
Rage says, little glass people sealing up Kev's neck wound with molten gold. Little glass people doing it for him.
That's bananas.
I like that.
Do it up. You have like a perfect springy spiral coming
Right
down.
there, yeah, my hair is happy that I haven't been blow drying it. Okay, so what is that?
Oh, sorry. I'm peeling the label off my
Oh.
jug. I'm a label peeler.
Oh yeah, me too. I like rolling them.
You still got yours.
Because it's sticky. It's super sticky and I don't like the sticky glue.
Oh, that label. It's right for the peeling.
I like the
Get it
orange.
cause orange. Get it cause orange.
That's...
Peel the orange. Right?
Oh, bye, Rob. Enjoy working.
Yeah, get out of here.
Thank you.
Thank you for wasting your work day here, though.
Thank you for hanging with us. Don't get fired. Bye, Rob.
Or do. Then you have more time for this.
That's horrible. Don't say that. Don't get fired. Okay. Okay, so there's the back of Kev. He's like, reading a newspaper or something. This is like going to the salon for him.
Yeah, I am going to need to scrub this glue off.
Yeah, that's why I stopped peeling mine.
Wait, done it.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? You're fat. You're such a fat. Oh, that guy. That stabbed in the neck guy. You don't need to curl those cuffs. What? No, you turned too early.
Do you guys have any questions about RS that perhaps we can tell you not to worry about?
You say that like I can tell anyone shit.
Well, they might ask questions we could actually answer.
Oh, you're gonna be very dodgy. I like that ingredients are always in sentence case. So this says ingredients, orange juice, period. Like with an actual period. When in the sorry, I'm still too far away. When in the timeline?
When in the timeline is Act 2 going to start?
It's the idea, which I wouldn't have made sense to do it in Act 1, but like each. I always said we're kind of doing a memento thing, which is kind of, it's not like Rise of Tan is happening backwards, so that's kind of not a good analogy. But like there's a now and there's a then. Like there's a, I don't want to call it flashbacks because some of them take a while. But some stuff we're watching in the past relative to the actual main story. But Act 2 does start with that. And the idea is that every act after this one is likely to start with like a past bit first. Before returning to the story proper. Which is why you've been seeing in the Patreon stuff of like what there is of Act 2 so far, why Ro is just there still. Because that is several years before the main story.
Rage is asking who forges the weapons for the Decadents.
Oh no, they do that themselves. I would imagine it's like a, you know, and that's what they do in monasteries, right? They expertly craft shit. So I figured with such a big stockpile of, you know, precious materials lying around, they probably have their own, I don't want to say assembly line, because they are kind of like bespoke weapons. But like, I would imagine they have all the facilities they need, like, on site. A site which I still have not decided if we'll actually see. I have an idea for, like, you know, what it looks like and everything, but like I don't know if it's one of those things where like, yeah, we could go there with the story, but it's one of those narrative things where it's like, is the story overstaying its welcome if we go off on all these tangents like that? Like, is it something that's absolutely necessary to drive the story forward? So we might not actually see it. But it would be super cool if we did. The luminous body, I mean. I realized I never actually said the noun. I have some good alternate designs too, so I hope we at least have an opportunity to just see more of them. Like there's that big oversized chakram guy, but like there's another one I drew where there's a dude who just has like a giant golden arm that has like a functioning fountain on top, like up by the shoulder. It's like the most ridiculous thing. And the whole idea is that they're supposed to be impossibly like so they'd be such a pain in the ass just to have. Like Kev's cuffs.
I love the fountain idea. It's really great.
I should that one was like half drawn. I should probably finish that one as well.
Yeah, it'd be a good BTS.
That's true. The last Kev and Decadent Focus BTS did say part 1. So presumably there will be a part 2 someday. Yeah, I imagine it would be. I didn't think that far into it. It's just the design was so over the top. Just this like giant, sort of like you remember Mummies Alive? The one with the arm. It was kind of like that, where it's just a big golden arm. Or I guess Doomfist. This predates Doomfist, but I guess Doomfist would be a good analogy. Kind of like that, but way bigger than that. And with a fountain, I need to design it more. Like it's kind of still just in like the scribbly sketch phase, but like we're talking like one of those fountains with like a big angel pouring a jug and shit, like right on top of his shoulder. It's also like, how would you even move that? Because as soon as you like raised your arm, it would dump the fountain out.
He doesn't move much.
Get some good sun going.
More questions.
Yeah, it would just require a lot of drawing, but like I still got to do all the Kickstarter stuff. And then there's the fact that I literally can't draw right now. I just kind of, my back's in a position right now where like I can't stand or sit or lay down. Like it's always just feels restless and difficult to. It's hell. It's absolute hell right now. And it doesn't hurt. It's just severely uncomfortable. Look at these dudes.
They're being very helpful, and they're usually too busy fighting each other.
Yeah, that actually has its roots in a completely unrelated story. That is a very long story that I'm not getting into right now. But especially because it might show up later in Rising Sun anyways. Because I could kind of recycle it from the original idea.
Omar, yeah, that's because none of us take care of ourselves. Yeah, you beat me to it.
Yeah, we're artists. We don't actually do what is necessary to take care of ourselves.
We're too busy feeling the guilt of art, and you read on Twitter, it's just people screeching all day long about self-care and whatnot. None of us do it. Or we do when it gets really bad.
Yeah, when it's too late, we
do it. Rage, he's actually gonna go see his family doctor soon.
I already did see my family doctor about 2 years ago. He was kind of like, oh yeah, it's this. And that's kind of where we left it.
Hopefully there's more movement on it this time.
Yeah, because now it's happening to the other side. So that's not good.
Well, Omar, we're thinking of the children. I promise.
What?
He said, think of the children. Nobody's bodies are working. They don't get comics.
I hope children. Well, no, that's a lie. I hope children do read Rising Sun. Because I think they're bad enough dudes to read Rising Sun. That's why I removed all mention of for mature audiences only from Rising Sun, like social media and whatnot. It's like, whatever. Kids should read Rising Sun. The violence doesn't happen very often. Any nudity that does happen will happen even less. And it's not sexualized anyways, so whatever. Goku's dick was out all the time in the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Like, Goku's dick was a running gag in Dragon Ball. And in that context, that's almost... maybe it's not. I was going to say it's almost more sexualized than the one instance of nudity that I know is in Rising Sun. Other opportunities. I shouldn't call them opportunities. Other circumstances where it would make sense have not presented themselves, but they may.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is a fun idea. Omar, if you've got another idea, you should get that ready for me. It's kind of cool.
I haven't seen that. Yeah. That's really cool. That turned out really nice.
They're so patient with Keb. Wow. Alright, let's try that again. That's better. You're welcome. Thank you for giving me a good idea to do. Oh yeah, more botanical illustrations would be a lot of fun. It was in fact, it was a rage request back when we were doing like the bigger tier where you could get customized art every month.
I still want to re-implement that
I
eventually.
would love to get back to that. Yeah.
We need a big ass buffer on the actual comic first before we can ever do that again.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, Omar, I knew where you're going with that. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, what's the suggestion?
Oh, he wants botanical or entomology illustration.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, we were talking about doing succulents anyways, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, do some plant ideas. Let's see if we can get anything good.
In the flashback that's in the comic right now, there's a pot in the background that has like a house plant in it. I think there's another one in the kitchen, but I like the leaves. They're very tall, and then they have like circles cut out of them. I always like that.
Yeah, this seems to be an RS design thing. There's a lot of the holes in things that normally don't have them.
Like they're spoons.
Like spoons. Don't worry about it.
Oh, but yeah, getting back to my story. It was actually a rage request that I do like the life cycle of a wind root, and that was a lot of fun. I got to study carrots and potatoes. And then just totally bullshit it. Oh, you're welcome. Go do our work stuff.
Yeah, thanks for showing. You guys are great for showing up at work.
Omar has a meeting that he has to go to. Yeah, dude, I'm still super happy. Wrong brush. I'm still super happy with the wind route. That was a lot of fun.
Did you notice those were in my Mario 3 screenshot?
I did, yeah. That was really good.
Oh my goodness.
Rage is asking, do they eat lizard eggs in the world of RS?
Yeah, probably.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, they don't have, there's no birds, but I imagine they eat other egg-laying creatures. Eggs.
Do we know what those taste like? Like
Lizard eggs?
here? Do people ever do that? I've never thought that or thought about that before. Like people just eat crocodile eggs?
I'm sure they do.
Well, 'cause I mean, a lot of even bird eggs taste like shit. So like, do reptile eggs good? Did they do it good for your bod?
I do wonder how big they are.
Not very, typically.
Yeah, that's my thought.
I mean,
don't
that's
know,
not
I
going
mean,
to stop
I mean,
anybody
'cause
from eating them.
We eat quail eggs for Pete's sakes, and those are so
They
small.
are very tiny, yeah. But yeah, I mean, as for RS, like I would imagine yes, because you know they eat what they can get. So I would imagine there is an industry for it.
I really like super big flat leaves as well.
Yeah, me too. Do you know the only reason that eggs need to be refrigerated here is that the cleaning process in North America strips them of their ability to withstand the elements?
I did not know that.
Like I'm pretty sure, like in like Britain and Europe and shit, you just keep them out. But specifically, whatever process it is we use to bring eggs to market, they lose a coating that allows them to just be in room temperature.
Huh.
We also don't use egg cups here. And really, I don't see why we would. The whole idea of like making one egg and then just daintily eating one egg in a cup is just. I need more than that. Give me more egg. Like what is this just eating an egg?
Gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Yeah, right?
This is weird. I like this one.
David Warner. Not in Ninja Turtles, but in TNG. When he's with Picard and his, How Many Lights. He eats an egg out of a big Cardassian egg cup. But it's like a big Cardassian egg.
Well, that's because Cardassians are dicks.
Well, and he's British.
And he's British.
So like Ducat probably doesn't use egg cups.
I bet he does. Asshole. I'm mad at Cardassians right now, I guess.
You should. They're space Nazis. You should be mad at Cardassians. I guess they're more like space Germany trying to get better after World War II. That's more. So you've still got like there are a lot of racists and sympathizers and shit, but for the most part they're trying to move forward. So the Cardassians are like used to be space Nazis. Except for Ducat, who's still very much a space Nazi. And then becomes a magic space Nazi at the end.
Oh my god.
The very last episode of that show is kind of like, he's Space Jesus now.
Okay, I lost this plan. It was working and then it wasn't.
Why did you ruin it?
Okay, let's try that again.
Jesus Christ, my toenails. I got like a sorrel thing going on.
Mine are kind of long right now too.
No, I don't mean long. I mean they're dirty.
Oh, ew.
I don't understand how they got this dirty. Where was I walking? Oh, you know what it could be? It could be lint from my slippers.
Mine, yeah.
It could just
mine
be lint
was-
from my slippers. Yeah.
I have linty toenails because of my pink slippers.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I'm so glad that's on stream.
Talking about our toenails. Talking about cats stepping on my balls. Currently, there are no cats stepping on my balls. But I wouldn't rule it out.
Don't say it too loud. They'll hear you.
Yeah, he's like asleep. He's all tuckered out from all that ball stepping.
God.
Part of his Dr. Some methods. I could really go for Timbits.
Tim's are all the way over there.
Yes. But they are there.
We didn't win anything last time, did we?
We won invitations to play again.
Oh, okay.
And we would be rude not to RSVP.
The closest Tim Hortons to us is in the hospital.
Is that the closest one, or are the ones that we just hadn't bothered going to? Aren't those the closest?
I think it's the same distance to the one that we have been to and the one in the hospital.
The hospital's uphill, though.
The hospital's uphill. And then there's
The hospital's uphill and we're fat.
two. So I worry about all the ice on the damn sidewalks.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too.
Um,
Yeah, we could just get a crazy car and just slide into Tim's.
there's two Tims back the other way, like right across the street from each other.
That was the ones I was thinking of.
And were the weather like nicer, I'd be for it. I could go for a coffee walk.
Yeah, it's been very bad for weeks.
Like there has not been a single day where I was like, yeah, let's go out in that. Like even now, it's just a sheet of ice right outside the window. And moss. Moss is so rad.
Yeah, I like moss. This is a weird plant. I like this plant.
Now is that supposed to be like a? Yeah, I kind of dig this.
Maybe like a leafy base.
Sorry, I haven't been, because I've been way back there paying attention to the chat for a while. CJ reference?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about.
Who's CJ?
Casey Jones.
Ah, yes.
Actually, that's Raph. That's Raph who says that.
He says it too, Casey Jones.
I love that whole scene. It's so good. Yeah, that's a weird plant. I like that. Let's do a tree.
Do a tree. Oh, Jesus Christ. No important phone calls.
I'm okay with that.
Well, it would have been nice to get like a. Your books are printed.
Yeah.
Come get books. Wait, come get. We'll send you books.
It says, for some reason, a type of corn with giant kernels came to mind, where like 1/3 of the kernels are poisonous, but the rest is more delicious than any other corn.
Oh yeah, that's reminds me when Kev says he has raisins. The idea for raisins in Rising Sand is like they're ridiculously huge. Like we haven't seen them yet, but like raisins are like just gross huge. Like larger than apple. I wouldn't say watermelon size, but like raisins are really big. And that's just a joke that hasn't paid off yet.
What are our blueberries called again? They have an actual name. I can't remember what it is.
It starts with an S. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Also, your corn idea is really fun. I like that.
Jesus Christ, my friggin' back. Figure it out, back. I got comics tonight. These my hands work.
Yeah, I'm glad your hands work right
So
now.
theoretically, we'll figure this out. You don't need a spine to make comics, but you do need hands.
Or feet, if you're one of those handless people who still gets shit done.
I'd be one of those. Figuring it out.
That's a weird thought. I wonder if because being such a brutally pessimistic and cynical person, I wonder if I would have the strength to keep trying to make visual art in a situation where I actually lost my hands.
I've thought about it before, and it's such a part of who I am. I think I would have to figure it out. I would just have to. This is one of those bitches that's been like.
No, I could hang from a door frame, and I have been doing other stretchy things to try to pull on that part of my back. Like I have been doing like sit-ups and stuff. That kind of helps because it is of course the like very very base of my spine. There's this one spot on the left side. I actually have this thing. I've had it since I first noticed this, and it happened around the time my hand went bad the very first time. When I lay down on my back, my left leg goes to sleep. Like almost immediately, like within minutes, it's asleep. That's not normal. So I went to my doctor about that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's this," and it incidentally was the thing I had been researching. And he was like, "Yeah, surgery can help." I forget why we never ended up doing anything about it. I think because at the time, like, I was so concerned about my hand and how, like, I might not be able to draw. So I think we focused on that. And for the last couple of years, I've just been living with it. Like, when I lay on my sides, I'm fine. It's just when I lay on my back, my left leg goes to sleep. And now the right side of my back in the same spot is starting to bother me, so I really don't want to have both of those with that problem. So I'm going to be going to the doctor again. Get some back surgery. Or whatever. Maybe there's another way out of this, though given that I've literally been living with this for years now, probably not.
I'd like to see what he has to say with, your back being the focus of the visit.
Yeah.
This is one of those bushes that somebody's carved real nice. Like, carved out real nice. Like, in a...
Topiaries.
Yeah.
You're describing topiaries.
I don't know the word. In, Naviano, really.
Oh yeah, topiaries! See, I can't decide whether I want to do, like cartoonishly foppish, or, like, future foppish, like, say, like, Star Wars Casino Planet. Yeah, probably, but I only got time for one. Besides, last time something happened to me, my arm, I got like 8 doctor opinions, and to this day, we don't know what's wrong with it. Nobody ever really gave me an answer like, oh yes, it's definitely this. It's just, I don't know, these tests came back negative. Rest. And so I just have kind of a shitty wrist now, and I just have to watch it from now on. The good news is I can still draw. The bad news is I can crack my entire arm at will, and part of my wrist gets really tired really fast now. And though, I mean, that part could just be age. I don't know. I have spent decades drawing a fuckload every single day. These are good shapes. I like these shapes.
Eats.
Cool shapes. Looking at your shapes. They look good.
Oh my god. Don't be rude on our stream. Jeez.
I just got so excited about the shapes. About these botanical shapes. So botanical.
See? You're outnumbered.
They are thrilling shapes. That fire the mind with.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
They fire the mind. like
Yeah,
a kill,
like
a
stoking,
kill.
like stoking a fire.
Oh.
Fire it up. Fire up that mind.
Every time somebody uses the word stoke, I think of that one guy on Twitter whose anxiety was stoked by our comic, and then he deleted it. He deleted that tweet.
I guess he got over it.
And I get it. It's incredibly visual heavy, and it can be overwhelming for more sensitive readers. I get it. But, like, I'm bummed he deleted the tweet.
I don't get it. Because I feel like if your comic is busy in a way that it's making somebody anxious, I'm worried then that we have a problem where I'm not being clear enough in delineating elements.
It was one person, and everybody else seems to be just fine. And I also don't know if he meant how detailed heavy it is, or the fact that it is kind of a darker story.
Or the fact that the art is that's just a roundabout way of saying that the art's really good.
It could be that too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody responded to John's tweet about me with something along the lines of, there goes my self-confidence. I'm like, I don't like that. Don't say that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a feeling we all feel.
Yeah, I know, but no artist wants to hear that. Ugh. I don't know what this is, but I like it.
The twisty thing?
Yeah.
It's just a giant cinnamon. There are just giant cinnamons in Rising Sun. Or I guess what would be like, kind of, like just, it's a giant spicy thing.
I feel like it needs spikes because of that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that is what spice is for. Giant spicy thing.
then, like, Sorrel's harvesting from it.
Getting his ass poked.
No, he's careful.
Ass poked.
Ray says he's gonna add spikes to his chocolate bread pudding. Perfect.
What the fuck is a bread pudding?
It's eggy bread. It's a really moist bread. It's
I don't like any of those things you're saying.
It sounds and looks horrible, but it's actually really tasty. It's nice and moist, and yummy.
Ugh. I mean, I'm sure you're right. But yuck. What yuck?
God, I want to draw Sorrel picking out spice now.
Do it. Oh. Yeah, none of that sounds appealing to me.
No, it sounds yummy.
I mean, okay, the chocolate. Chocolate sounds appealing to me. We also have a second person here again. There's a secret man or woman.
Maybe Omar came back.
Or maybe Jim showed up.
Or maybe Jim showed up. There, Sorrel's harvesting spikes.
Now they just look like now that just looks like vines. I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing.
Now, if I were to color them, they'd be like cinnamon colored.
Cinnamon, yeah. Oh, and the spikes could just be like red.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I might do that. I might finish this up one day.
Yeah, I do that.
Is there a fucker around in the hall? I think Colby's just doing crazy.
Oh. Omar subscribed to us.
Subscribe?
Like, hit the subscribe button, yeah. On the YouTubes.
How do you know?
Because it had a ding up top.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I didn't consider. I guess we have technically a YouTube channel. Oh God, that all of these are on.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think we have a couple that are, like, no, our only visible one is our, I think what we did, the Kickstarter video.
Right. Yeah, that's on there. I never ended up using that for anything during the campaign. Like I never ended up like sharing it on Twitter.
We did it? No,
Nope.
we did.
I did not.
Oh,
I mean, unless you did.
no. I think I said that, like, you deserved all the credit for knocking it out of the park, but I don't remember if I actually shared the video. I certainly didn't upload it. So I was like, I'm gonna cook with this. I feel like he'd have like his own little
Grinder thing?
grinder thing.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is canon. Very canonical.
Maybe that second person is us because I clicked on the window.
Oh, it could be. Okay, yeah.
I can pretty consistently get the first level million or 10 million.
That's pretty great.
Now it comes down to just playing good.
Are you going your usual route or is it the
It's
route that we
it's
saw?
the same. Well, no, because the route that we saw in the video doesn't matter because he's playing the extra levels that are not
Right,
available in rank mode.
right.
No, I'm just instead of going B first, I'm going A, and then that's really cool. I like this tree loop.
Yeah. I like drawing fake plants.
In the video game, there would absolutely be some sort of achievement for throwing stuff through, like 5 of those.
Yeah. shooting arrows to them.
If the game wasn't a shit keeps falling puzzle game, because I love those. And thematically being really good, but ultimately always failing, that's thematically important. So a shit keeps falling puzzle game would also be good for that. Yeah, I dig that one. That's cool. Colby, what do you want?
To be cheese.
That's a stupid aspiration.
Ugh, that one. That
That
one's
one
not
was just
working.
Bush. He's a bush.
Oh, good question.
Okay.
Did a skull end up in the most recent poster?
Oh, no.
No.
Or, I actually can't remember. The sketch did. I'm gonna have to check. There's actually a chance there is. But it's one of the ones where it's like, it's not a literal skull. The sketch did have one, but I can't remember if I actually put it into the final line art. So by all means, look for one. But it's a definite maybe not. No, the only thing that's like hard skull is the pages. God, when we had the proof, I didn't check to see if you could see some of the tiniest skulls.
Yeah, I forgot to look at like page 1.
Page 1 skull is very small.
It's so weak. God, for real though, it was the coolest thing holding the book. The cover itself was color perfect, and we just had to make sure the placement and where the foil was going to go was correct. It was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. The comic itself was on like Xerox paper, and it was not color perfect, but it was bound together with like a big sticker, so it felt like a book. And we flipped through it so much that it was like, it felt like an old loved book. It was really cool. I was kind of sad to send it back, but that's how publishers work. Not publishers, printers work. That was fun. Well, yeah, you aren't usually allowed to keep the proofs. At least I've never heard of it.
Yeah, no, it's common practice that you send them back.
Yeah.
Even if you just go to Staples, they usually will not let you keep the fuck ups.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the book is a great size. 96 pages was thicker than I thought it was going to be. And all the extra pages and everything look really great. I was really happy with it. Now we got copies of the pages that we were most concerned about as far as like what the finished colors were going to look like. That were color perfect. So we got to look at the pages that we were most worried about, and they turned out great. Like, there's always more fiddling you can do, but no, it was not so far off that we were gonna worry about it. I'm just really happy with it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. Yeah. And I have chicken I gotta cook for dinner. So
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm
We
gonna-
gotta feed Monty.
We gotta feed Monty. And call it quits and give my hand a break.
Fuck yeah!
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, all you dudes.
So-
That still says 2. I don't think that's you.
I don't know.
I think we have a secret dude.
Secret dude.
Thanks for coming, secret dude.
Who's our secret dude? No, it says right in the sand. It's us.
No, because watching is not the same as participants.
It counts us as watching if I click on the window. And I clicked on the window before.
When?
Earlier, when it dinged 2.
Yeah, but by now it should have
Well, it
taken you
didn't.
away.
I don't.
I don't think that's you.
If anybody else is in here, hi.
I think that's a secret man.
Or it could be us.
It's not though.
Thank you for hanging with us. I'm gonna end the stream now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Love you.